I remember how you whispered through the corners of my mind, like you saw the parts I buried. I was scared for you to find. We were dancing on a promise that was fading as we spoke. Now I'm sinking in the silence where your voice has turned to smoke. I tried to hold the current, but it pulled me out to sea. Love like ours don't disappear, it just rewrites what we see. When the water turned to mirrors, I saw through the lies, every fracture in the moments we were too scared to define. I was reaching for your fire in a world we built too fast. Now I'm walking on reflections of a love that couldn't last. But every scar is teaching me the strength inside the loss. I found my way through everything it cost. There's a rhythm in the distance that still echoes in my chest, like a song that keeps on playing even after it's laid to rest. I was chasing every memory just to feel you one more time. Now I'm learning how to leave you on the other side of time. Every tear I carry turned into a clearer view. You don't see your own reflection till it breaks and cuts through you. When the water turned to mirrors, I faced who we became. All the beauty and the damage carried in your name. I was blinded by the burning, never saw the end. Now I'm healing through the silence where your voice had been. And the pain that wants to find me isn't mine to hold. I found my strength in letting go. If I could rewrite the ending, would I choose a different flame? Or would I take the fall again just to feel your name? Maybe love was never meant to stay or to defend. Maybe it just leads us to where we have to bend. You are my truth. Now you're my relief. When the water turned to mirrors, I saw myself at last. Not the as you did before. I found my strength, and I found something more. So let the water keep the story of what we were. I'll walk ahead, even if it still hurts. There's a quiet storm living in these empty rooms. Every corner whispers things we used to prove. Your shadow lingers in the morning light, like a broken dream that survived the night. I gave you all the pieces I could save, but you never saw the heart you couldn't break. Now I'm standing in the ashes of your name, where the fire burned, but nothing stayed the same. I held you like a truth I couldn't defend. Now I'm learning how to lose you again. Still there's something beating under all this pain, and it's teaching me to breathe through the flame. There's a song we used to play on broken nights. Now it echoes like a ghost I can't rewrite. I was chasing something more than just a spark. Never knew it would leave me dark. Every memory cuts deeper than before, but I'm stronger than the man you knew before. Now I'm standing in the ruins of it all, where your voice became an empty call. I held you like a world I couldn't save. Now I'm digging out of everything you gave. Still there's strength inside the fall you left behind, and I'm learning how to heal with time. If I could rewrite every word we said, would it change the path we led, or would we still fade into the blue, like everything we thought we knew? I was yours. even when you let me go. Now I'm standing where your silence used to be. But I finally found what's left of me. Every scar became a reason I could stand. Every loss just carved a better man. You were everything until you let me fall. Now I'm everything beyond it all. Let the echoes take the words we couldn't keep. I'll find my way through every shattered piece. There's a whisper in the doorway where your voice would call my name. Every second feels like walking through the ghost of yesterday. I was reaching for a feeling, slipping through my hands. Now I'm stranded in the ruins of what once had. I tried to be the anchor in your waves, but you were already drifting far away. We were the last flame burning in the dark, holding on to every fragile spark. Inside, but you let it fade and slowly die. Now I'm standing where the truth tore us apart, learning how to live with a broken heart. There's a fire in the pieces you couldn't bury, stronger than the light we used to carry. There's a rhythm in the distance, like your heartbeat out of time. Every memory keeps pulling me back across the line. I was chasing something more than just a spark. Never knew it would leave me in the dark. Every shattered word still cuts me deep, but it's waking something stronger underneath. We were the last flame, fighting through the night, trying hard to make it feel right. I gave you every part of who I am. You let it slip right through your hands. Now I'm standing in the truth you left behind, learning how to heal what you denied. There's a strength in everything you couldn't carry, stronger than the light we used to carry. If I could rewrite every line, would I still call you mine? Or would I walk away before the fall and never feel your love at all? You were my reason, now I'm my own. We were the last light, burned until it was gone. Now I see the truth I held for far too long. You were never meant to stay, just a storm that lost its way. Now I'm rising from the wreckage you left buried, stronger than the heart that loved you blindly. So let the silence take the words we couldn't say. I'll stand alone, but I won't fade away. There's a picture on the ceiling where your shadow used to dance. Every silence tells a story of a love that slipped by chance. I still feel your broken whispers, like they're caught beneath my skin. Now I'm lost inside the echo of the world we couldn't mend. I was reaching through the fire just to hold what we became. Never thought that love would leave me with a different kind of pain. Now I'm walking through the embers in the pale moonlight, where your memory trembles like a spark that's lost its fire. I gave you every part of me I tried to hide, but you left me with the pieces and a truth I can't deny. Love was never meant to break me, just to run. Still I rise from what we lost, from what we've become. There's a letter never written in the back of sound so certain, like it never left me here. Time can tear apart a moment, leave it frozen in the past, and I'm chasing what we once were, knowing it could never last. Now I'm learning how to stand in the wreckage of your name, turning every scar you left me into something I can claim. Now I'm walking through the embers in the pale moonlight, where your memory trembles like a spark that's lost its fire. I gave you every part of me I tried to hide, but you left me with the pieces and a truth I can't deny. Love was never meant to break me, just to run. Still I rise from what we lost, from what we've become. If I find you in another place, another time, would you see me as the man I left behind? Or would we drift like strangers in the dark again? Two fading lines that never could align. So I'll carry every scar like a light inside. Every tear becomes a reason I survived. In the falling night, I finally see you were never mine, but you set me free. There's a flicker in the hallway where your shadow used to fall. Every step I take still echoes through these empty walls. I was holding on to something I could never keep. Now I'm lied awake inside the dream. It's cold to steep. Try to be the shelter in your storm, but you were already drifting far from shore. We were the last life we carried through the door, burning every piece of who we are. I gave you all the love I couldn't hide, but you left fate somewhere inside. Now I'm standing where the truth cut deep in learning how to live without the light we carry. There's a flicker in the hallway where your shadow used to fall. Every step I take still echoes through these empty walls. I was holding on to something I could never keep. Now I'm wide awake inside it, dreamless, gone to sleep. I tried to be the shelter in the storm, but you were already drifting far from shore. We were the last light we carried through the dark, burning every piece of who we are. I gave you all the love I couldn't hide, but you let fade somewhere inside. Now I'm standing where the truth cut deep and buried, learning how to live without the light we carry. There's a flicker in the hallway. The air still tastes like smoke from what we were. Every breath repeats a fading word. Shadows dance along the bedroom walls, like they're waiting for your voice to call. I trace your memory through the dust and pain, like I could bring you back again. I held the fire long after it was gone. Didn't know I'd have to carry on. Now I'm living with the silence after the flame, where your touch still lingers, but it don't feel the same. I gave you my truth, every hidden scar. You turned it to distance, erased who we are. But there's something in the ashes calling my name. I found my strength in the silence after the flame. I found my strength in the silence after the flame. Your love was a war I couldn't win, fighting for a place I'd never been. But every scar is proof I made it through, and every loss rewrote the truth. You were my fire. Now I'm my whole I found my strength in this silence after the fire. So let the echoes carry what we couldn't save. I walk through the ashes now. I'm unafraid. If I look back at the roads I chose to take, every risk, every mistake, I can see the way they led me here, through the doubt, through the fear. Every moment that I thought I lost control was just shaping my soul. I used to wish I could rewind, but now I see it differently. No regrets, just lessons learned. Every bridge I watch burn, every fall, every fight led me closer to the light. I was lost, but now I know every path I had to go. No regrets, just lessons. Now it's part of me. that made me. Took every sleepless night alone to realize I'd outgrown every version of myself with you, trying to make it through. Took breaking down to understand I was never in your hands. I thought love meant holding on, but I was wrong. This is what it took to let you go. Every tear I didn't show, every scar I tried to hide, led me to the other side. I was drowning in your truth. Now I'm finally cutting through. This is what it took to let you go. It took losing everything we had just figure it out somehow in the silence between our breath. There's nothing left, your hand still finding mine, like we're trying to pause time. We don't need to make it real, we just need to feel. Say nothing, stay close, let the moment take control. We don't gotta name it now, we don't gotta figure out. Just stay here in the dark, where we don't fall apart. Say nothing, stay close, that's all I need the most. Every word would break the spell, so we don't say farewell. If we speak, it disappears. Say nothing, stay close, don't let this go. There was a time I couldn't stand the quiet. Every second felt like a riot. Inside my mind, inside my chest, like I could never rest. I would fill the space with anything at all, just to avoid the fall. But I stayed long enough to see what the silence gave to me. Now the silence doesn't scare me now. I don't need the noise somehow. Every thought I used to hide, now I let it pass me by. I was running from myself, now I'm someone else. silence doesn't scare me now. There's a peace inside the emptiness I feel. Now it's finally clear. It was never something I should fight. It was leading me to life. The silence doesn't scare me now. It's where I found myself. I remember how I used to break so easily, like love was all I need. Every word could cut me to the bone, left me shattered and alone. I was given more than I could take. Every time I'd bend, I'd break. But I'm not that man you knew. I'm not who I was for you. Taken back somehow. I was lost, but now I see that version's history. No one gets the old me. There's a strength I never let myself believe. Now it's all I need. Every boundary I couldn't draw before, now I got it at the door. told me back then I would stand right here without all the fear. I would never believe I'd find my way through the darkest days. Every moment that I thought I'd fall apart was rebuilding my heart. I thought I reached the end of me, but that was just the start. I couldn't see the end was never the end. It was where I would begin. Every fall, every break led me to the strength I made. I was lost in the pain. Now I'm stronger through the rain. The end was never the end. Every chapter that I tried to close too soon was just making room for the person I was meant to be, hidden underneath. I thought I'd never understand. Now I see the bigger plan. Change a thing, 'cause it made me who I am. The end was never the end. Now I rise, ooh, now I transcend. Every scar, every fall wasn't failure after all. Now I stand in the light, ooh, after every single fight. The end was never the end. There was darkness in the way I used to think, like I was standing on the brink. Every fear was pulling me below, like I never let it go. Something in me wouldn't break. even when my heart would shake. Now I run into the light, through the pain, through the night. Every shadow left behind doesn't hold me anymore. I was lost, but now I see there's a strong side of me. Now I run into the light. And I'm not afraid to fight. Every scar became a guiding line, leading me through space and time. I don't need the past to hold me down. I don't need your voice around. Now I run into the light. Ooh. And I finally feel alive. I thought I missed the way you said my name, but it's not the same. It's the way I felt when I was still okay, before I changed. Every moment I keep looking back, isn't you I lack. It's the version of me I lost in you that I'm missing now. I kept blaming all the pain, but I see it clearer now. I don't miss you, I miss me, the man I was before you changed me. Every piece I gave away, I'm trying to take back every day. I don't need you to be free, I just need to find me. There's a silence that I'm finally learning from, like I've overcome. Every shadow that was holding me in place is starting to erase. thought losing you was a loss, but I lost myself because I don't miss you, I miss me. Now I finally see every scar you left behind was just a way to redefine. If I never met you, would I still be whole? Or did breaking down finally build my soul? I don't miss you, I miss me, but I'm becoming who I need to be. Every tear, every fall led me back through it all. I don't need your memory. I found me. There's a shadow in the corners of my mind, where your voice still lingers out of time. Every word we left suspended in the air still hangs like it's waiting for repair. I remember how you looked at me that night, like forever didn't feel so far in sight, but forever was a promise made of sand, slipping slowly through my hands. I was building us a home inside a dream, never saw the cracks beneath the seams. Every almost felt like it was real. Now I'm learning what it means to feel. I tried to carry both our hearts, but you were drifting from the start. Now I'm drowning in the weight of what we were. Every echo, every broken word. I gave you all the light I had to give, but you forgot how we were meant to live. Now I'm standing where the silence cuts me deep, holding on to memories I can't keep. There's something in the pieces left behind, teaching me to leave you in the past this time. There's a rhythm in the distance of your name, like a song that never sounds the same. Every note we wrote is fading into blue. Still it's all somehow leads me back to you. I was chasing every version of your truth, even when it felt like living proof that love can slowly turn into goodbye. Right before your eyes, every tear I tried to hide away turns into something I can face. And every scar you left beneath my skin is where my healing now begins. I thought I'd break without your flame, but I'm not who I was that day. Now I'm rising from the weight of what we were. Through the silence, through the hurt, I gave you every part of who I am, but you never tried to understand. Now I'm standing in the truth you couldn't carry, and there's a fire in the parts you tried to bury. I'm not drowning in the past I left behind. I'm learning how to finally be alright. If I could go back to where we fell apart, would I still hand you my heart? Or would I walk away before the pain and never feel you in my veins? Maybe love was never meant to stay. Maybe it just shows us who we are along the way. I was drowning in the weight of what we were. Now I'm stronger than the hurt. Every scar became a reason I survived. Every fall just taught me how to rise. You were everything until you let me fall. Now I'm everything beyond it all, and the night don't feel as heavy as before. I'm not yours anymore. So let the silence take what we became. I'll carry on without your name. There's a whisper in the static of your name, like a signal I can never quite erase. Every moment keeps repeating in my mind, like I'm running, but I'm frozen in time. I tried to bury what we were, but every silence makes it worse. The echoes don't lie, they're calling me back to the love we lost and the truth we lacked. gave you my heart, every piece of my soul. Now I'm chasing a ghost I can't control, but I'm learning to fight through the scars we design. Even echoes don't lie, but I'll leave them behind. There's a shadow in the places we once knew. Every memory still painted over you. I was holding on to something made of air. Now I'm learning how to breathe without you there. The echoes don't lie, but they don't define me anymore. There's a fracture in the mirror of my soul, but I'm learning how to make it whole. Every broken part is calling out my name, like it's begging me to feel again. These pieces still breathing, still fighting the fall. Every scar that you gave me didn't break me at all. I was lost in the feeling of losing it all, but these pieces still breathing, still standing through it all. There's a fire in the parts you couldn't see. Now it's burning back to life in me. Maybe breaking was the only way to build myself again someday. These pieces still breathing, and I'm finally alive. There was a time I couldn't breathe without you near. Like your absence was my deepest fear. Every moment felt like it would break if I even tried to walk away. I was holding on to something already gone, like a fading echo of a song. Didn't know that love could turn this way into something I can't stay. Every memory was pulling me below. Every what if wouldn't let me go. I was trapped inside the past we made, living in the mess we couldn't save. Tried to fix what we became, but nothing ever stayed the same. I learned to let you go, through the pain, through the fall. Every piece of me you broke didn't break me after all. I was lost in your shadow, now I'm finding my home. I learned to let you go. Now I'm finally home. There's a freedom in the silence you left behind. I'm finally out of time. Every scar is showing me the truth. I was more than what I was to you. I was reaching for forever in your eyes, but forever was a disguise. Now I see the love we tried to hold was never mine to own. I thought I'd never feel this strong, but I was stronger all along. I learned to let just to learn how to let you go. To let you go. Now I finally understand. So let the past stay where it belongs. I'll carry on. I remember when I thought I'd never change, just repeating all the pain, every pattern pulling me back down, like I'd always be there. I was trapped inside a version I outgrew. Didn't know what else to do, but something in me broke the chain, and I'll never be the same. I outlived the worst of me. Every doubt, every memory, every scar I thought would stay. I survived, I found a way. I was drowning in my past. I outlived the worst of me. Every failure taught me how to stand. Now I understand. I don't run from who I was. I became because I outlived the worst of me. Now I'm who I'm meant to be. Mm-hmm. I used to wait for words you'd never say, hoping you'd explain. Every silence felt like something I should fix, like I was the one you missed. I was searching for a reason in your eyes, for every hidden lie, but the truth was always standing in plain sight. I just didn't wanna fight. I thought I needed one last sign to finally leave it all behind. I don't need closure anymore. I've already closed that door. Every answer I would chase, I've already found in me. I was waiting for your truth. Now I see it wasn't you. I don't need closure anymore. I'm finally sure. There's a freedom in not needing to know why, in just letting it die. I don't